Darts, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
It feels like it's been quite a long pre-season and we're starting a week later than some of the other divisions around us. What effect, if any, has that had on preparations?
I don't think it's given us longer to prepare, to be honest. You know, got to bear in mind that quite a few of the lads, we gave them a bit of time off because we didn't officially finish until after the Vars, which is the 20th of May, so they needed a break. Lots of changes happen within the club. You know, players coming in, players going, which happens in football. So it's, you know, I think it's given us a little bit more time to bed in, and the other players to blend with what we've got here. So I think we've got a good squad. I still think we need to make probably 2 or 3 additions, to be perfectly honest, in key areas. So we're working on that. And you know, it's always a fallout come September when players are not playing regularly and are not happy. So you know, we keep our fingers crossed and keep our ear to the ground to see what happens from there. But in terms of your preparation, you know, I think it's been pretty good pre-season. It's been a bit of a mixed bag. You know, I think we lost 2 in it, 2 or 3 maybe max. You know, should have won against Sholing.
No points riding.
No, not at all. And what it is, that pre-season for me is about getting players fit and actually experiment a little bit. Because the new boys that come in, you've got to give them a chance. You know, play in their natural positions that they want to play. Can they play with other players? And we get to see all that. So it's a bit of a, you know, probably non-coaching in terms of the pre-season. Just watch, see what they can give us. And you know, if they're right for us, we speak to them. If they're not, then so be it. So.
And with that change in personnel, is that going to have any impact on our playing style or philosophy on the pitch?
Probably not. No, we want to still play entertaining, fast-flowing football where we can. So we just got to make sure that, you know, going the other way, that we're strong defensively. We've got some experienced players back there. So hopefully, you know, with a bit more communication, a bit more organisation in the coming weeks, we can stand firm from that. So going forward, no issues at all. But collectively, I think we still bits that we need to work on.
Yeah, okay. So you've touched on it there. We've seen some players come and go. From what you've seen out on the pre-season and the training field, who do you think might become fans' favourite in the season coming ahead?
That's a tough question to ask. You put me on the spot there, innit? So I mean, I think we've brought in well. You know, the players, young, hungry players, a great mixture. You know, I think with Scott Rees coming in, he looks a good player, big addition. You got Cookie, you know, he's shining. Matt Benham, Lammin looks sharp again. You know, this year. So
almost like a new signing.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, definitely. You know, he's got a full pre-season under his belt. He looks fit. You know, he's made an impact when he's played. So, which, as you say, like a new signing. So that's something else for us to think about. It's another headache, which is good, which is what we want. So I think Coyley's come in. He's blended in really well. I like him. You know, got a good attitude. I think all the lads have fitted in well as well with regards to the team spirit, because that's really important this year, especially with the travelling we've got involved. So that mental side of things, you know, when we're playing away, long journeys, we need to be strong collectively. So hopefully we can get that during the course of the season.
Great. And this season sees the start of our new development squad.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about what benefit that might bring to the first team?
A huge benefit with, you know, good players coming through. You know, we get a few of them training together, which I think is important. I know with their fixtures it clashes sometimes with our training nights, etc. But yeah, a club of this side, and now, you know, obviously winning the Vars, we need a development side. And that's for our first team regulars who need game time to come into it, and obviously good youngsters coming through, which is going to be the foundation of the club in years to come. So it's, you know, it's something that should have been done probably a few years back, but needless to say, it's done now, which is a step in the right direction, which is all credit to all the people involved for doing that.
And looking ahead to Saturday, what kind of a threat do Yate Town pose?
Yate would be a typical Southern League team. I think it would throw a few challenges to us and us individually. So I think we have to concentrate more with the players who played last year, for example. I think what you find in the Southern League, you make a mistake, you get punished. They'll probably be a big, strong side, strong from set pieces. So we need to be strong in terms of defending that, especially in the air, picking up second ball. You know, I want us to, and Danny does as well, to maintain our philosophy of playing football. You know, that may not always be possible in certain games, but if we can get that through and try and get that ball down in play, and that would be good. It'd be a good test, good benchmark. I mean, Yate have been a Southern League team for a number of years, so it'd be a good gauge for us to see where we're at. So.
And I bet everybody's just itching to get started.
Definitely, yeah. You know, Pre-season's pre-season. There's nothing like playing the first game of the season. You know, and hopefully there'll be a few watching. You know, showing a bit of an interest of what we've done in the past. And let's hope we can hit the ground running. And with the games come thick and fast in the first 2 or 3 weeks, so it's quite important that we get points on the board. We've got a cup game coming up as well, so in the FA Cup that's something we want to focus on as well. But we just prepare right and hopefully come away with some sort of result.
Let's hope so. Good
yes.
luck.
Okay, thank you. Cheers, Luke. Mate.